Hershey in between dudes, just like Lauren. Go to work every day, take the bus like Torrin. She be curving all the locals, much like foreigns. And this is when I had the Martin, I was just like Lawrence. So what's up? Dark windows on the Aston. Who else pull a Big Daddy up on Mother Gaston? I'm like, how long it's hard to get roll lasting? She said, I don't know. It depends on who's
about men being faithful. By you,
that's a big one.
Already
out the gate,
out the gate. You know what I mean? So by you being an upcoming R&B star and the attention that you've gotten, you recently got married. Has it put a strain on your relationship? And do you believe that a man can be faithful to one woman?
Oh yeah, I definitely believe it's possible.
Okay.
And it's not really hard either. It just really depends on your mindset. A lot of my values and the way that I think comes from, you know, the way that I was raised, and a lot of people, you know, that know me, they know my dad, you know, they know about some of the family issues that we have had, and my dad has always been very open with me, you know, about the kind of strains that things like that put on your relationship. And my parents have been married for 25, so they've been married for 23 years. Come up. So I mean, so they've been through some things, you know, and they let me know early that it's not always easy, but it's definitely possible.
Now, what I hear a lot about is they say that a man is only as faithful as his options.
Yeah.
So even when your dad got married, my thing is it wasn't Twitter,
right?
It wasn't Instagram,
right?
Snapchat me that.
Snapchat me that pussy. Ooh. Or FaceTime me that pussy if it's cool.
All right, man. So let's dive into this political race, man. I know you've been watching the news, man. What do you think of Trump and his comments? Hillary, you got Phil the Burn with Bernie Sanders. Man. You know, what's your take on that?
I think Bernie Sanders too old, man. He can get Social Security right now and everything, man. I feel like now I don't mean to cut you off or nothing like that, but I feel like that's the hardest job in the world to do.
Right.
Did you see Barack in 2008 to how he look now? Yeah. Like he got old quick.
Right.
This is a stressful job.
Right.
What is he gonna do with him? His balls is hanging down real low, touching when he take a dookie, it's touching the water.
But we gotta remember though, John McCain was in it a couple years ago, and people was actually voting for him.
War hero.
And he older than Bernie.
Bernie like 75 or something, 74.
He old.
He can get Social Security right now, man.
He old, man. But I like, but. I don't want to take over.
Oh no!
I'm thinking about man. I think he's too old, my opinion. But I like his views.
Right. Right.
Now, like I said, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just thinking about the Trump thing with the riots and stuff that happened in Chicago and all of that. Yeah. I've been hearing people on social network talking about you bringing the races out of some people, and they're really acting like who they are, and. Right. Don't turn it into that because, you know, black, white, Asian, Mexican, we all got to live together. So why try to turn us against each other? But that's just me, man.
No, man, I definitely feel you there. Trump is...
People say they moving to Africa.
He's some kind of character, man. I just hope and pray that he don't get elected.
Right.
You know, that'd be...
He's appealing, man, to the worst part of America, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's appealing to... no disrespect to our, you know, viewers, but he's appealing to, you know, white America, the worst side of white America, you know, the deep down south, you know, chewing tobacco, spitting it out their mouth, you know, those really, you know what I mean? Like, I seen a lady do the thing like they used to do in Germany and the Nazis, you know what I mean? Trump for president. Like, man, it's crazy how is your slogan to make America great again, but you're appealing to nothing but racist white people. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. What about the middle class, you know, us who go to work, you know, work hard, you basically throwing us to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, the middle class is really what makes America thrive.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna definitely vote for crazy.
Okay.
You know.
You don't think he's too old?
Nah, not at all, man. Okay. I mean, his age may be old, but his fire and his delivery and I mean, this dude is really up there. I mean, he's not when the Black Lives Matter people approach him, he's not showing them off like Hillary did. Right. Security, you know what I mean? Like he's just a humble dude. You know, he got Killer Mike on his campaign trail with him. You know what I mean? Like this dude is really talking about raising the minimum wage. You know what I mean? And going away with the death penalty because so many incarcerated black males are being locked up falsely accused of crimes they didn't commit. And they dying behind bars. So I think under him, personally, I don't think he gonna make it. I hate to say it, if he get in there, I don't think he gonna make it, man.
So one term is all he.
One term.
I mean,
I think he gonna be an 80-something-year-old president.
I'm not talking about one term. I'm talking about they gonna try to take him out. That's what I'm talking about. Man. Like, man, because
they ain't killed the president in a while, right? So I guess it's about dudes.
Wow. Let's switch gears, man. To Katt Williams, man. Katt Williams going to Kevin Hart. You know, saying that basically he gave up his homosexuality to get to where he's at. Katt Williams saying he's funnier. He put a bet out there to Kevin Hart.
Right.
And said that, you know, he has his soul. He hasn't had to do crazy things for stardom. And he basically went to Philly, Kevin Hart hometown, and had an altercation at the Benny Siegel concert.
Right.
And he got stumped out. What do y'all think about Katt Williams' state? And do y'all think he's funnier than Kevin Hart? Cam, what you think, man?
That's a tough question. Do I think he's funnier? I'm gonna start with that one. Do I think he's funnier? I don't know, man. I'm trying to say something. I don't know, because I think about, you know, some of the old stuff that Katt Williams is doing. You know, then I think about where he is now, and I think about, you know, what Kevin Hart is currently doing. Nobody's ever done anything like what Kevin Hart is doing. This dude got a deal with Nike.
That's crazy.
Got some shoes. And the shoes is dope.
Right.
Like,
I like the shoes.
They dope. I plan on trying to maybe get some.
Real deal.
That plug, Kevin Hooky Mug.
Right. I feel you, man. So, do you think that Katt Williams is being targeted for the certain things that he's saying in the media? Or do you feel like it's just him and something's wrong with him? He on some type of drug?
Yeah, I don't think he's being targeted. I think a lot of the things that he's doing to himself. Because a lot of the videos and things where he was talking about Kevin has been him holding the camera, recording it, you know. So he's obviously, you know, thinking these thoughts. He's posting this stuff. Right. He's in control of his own actions, basically. So I mean, I feel sorry for him, you know, just because of who he is and what I've seen him done and just where he is. You hate to see anybody doing that, you know. But at the same time, it's just like, man, dude. If I was in your position and I had what you had, you know, but hey, that guy, he's a character, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I look at it like, you know, be happy for his success, man. Like, it ain't the first time somebody, you know, has came at Kevin Hart for doing this and doing that. And, you know, my opinion, I think Kevin Hart is very funny in movies. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a funny guy, but I don't think, like, he's, like, so hilarious or something like that. But you got to respect his business mind, his business hustle. He's doing what he's doing.
Right.
I mean, it's enough money for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand why people be getting on him so much because of his success. And it's just like, Katt, you was at that point too. You had it all at one point.
And he probably could have gotten to where Kevin was going.
But what Kevin did, once he got the opportunity, he hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These dudes got lax.
Got comfortable.
I don't know, whatever type of drugs he on. Did you see that video of Katt Williams? He had his fingernails painted.
Right, I seen that.
What are you doing, man?
Right. But I do feel that it's some things that we don't know about that's going on.
So you think he's taking it in the booty then?
I think it's too many people that came forward and that said, Dave Chappelle, like, you got Mike Epps.
You gotta respect
Mike Epps.
You don't mess with them two. That's why he ain't say nothing back to
He ain't say nothing to Mike. Mike said, hey, you didn't mess around with the boys in that room. And you know, Mike from Indiana, you know, Mike ain't been at 1,000. It's just like, yo, if Mike Epps saying this,
So you don't think you can just work hard? You think you gotta, okay, you working hard, and it's like, all right, man, I want to get to a higher level, man. Let me just take one in the booty, man. And then I can be super successful.
No, I think that, I don't know what the
Cam didn't do it.
Cam didn't do it. Cam didn't do it.
Cam said he ain't. Let me take one in the booty, and then Tyrese to share my video. It's just hard work, man.
Right.
Hard work.
Right. But you also got to keep in mind that so many people done talked about, I got my soul. You heard Pac talk about, you know, Pac. So many people talk about, I got my soul. What do they mean? Like, you know what I mean? And then you got people talking about blood contracts and making deals, you know, and it's just like, you know, you Kanye West.
Sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Lisa came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, all of these people are talking about giving their soul for fortune and fame. It's just like, I think part of me says Katt is doing a lot of this to himself, but part of me saying it's a witch hunt, because he's exposing what goes on and what goes on behind them closed doors.
Hershey in between dudes, just like Lauren. Go to work every day, take the bus like Torrin. She be curving all the locals, much like foreigns. And this is when I had the Martin, I was just like Lawrence. So what's up? Dark windows on the Aston. Who else pull a Big Daddy up on Mother Gaston? I'm like, how long it's hard to get roll lasting? She said, I don't know, it depends on who's asking. Look, I'm young OG, but you could call me Yogi. We say I real I am, but when you do it sounds bogey. So why don't you get to know me? I remind you of the home.